Hey guys, and welcome back to my world. Right, so today is my first in the series of the videos that deals with using scoreboards for protections and setting world spawns and things like that. So yeah, I'm going to just jump straight into it. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about today is how to set the world spawn to a specific point, and then setting the spawn point for every single new player on that particular spawn point. Now, what happens is somewhere over there, if somebody logs on, they will be spawning over there. Now, they'll be spawning in a biggish radius, so they won't spawn at one spot, they will spawn in quite a number of places. Now, remember, this is vanilla Minecraft, so this is no mods, no nothing at all installed. Now, you'll quite often see in adventure maps, if you go and poke around behind the scenes, they have a very complicated setup with a big area that's covered by tripwires, and then if any one of the tripwires gets tripped, they get teleported and spawn point set. Well, yes, this little contraption here does exactly the same thing, and it doesn't just check for one area, it checks the whole map for new players. So anybody who's new on the map, spawn point will automatically be set to this spot right in the middle here. Okay, now to do that, we're going to need a couple of things. First, we need to create an objective called status. Now, you'll see on the right hand side, I've already got that set up, but I'm actually going to clear it. So from now on, I will actually include a clearing and resetting of objectives, because I found a lot of people have issues trying to set this up. So this, when I hit this button, this one over here will actually remove the status, so it'll remove that objective, and then the one over here will just re-add it, okay, and the command block at the top will then just set it to be displayed on the sidebar. So it's literally just acts as a complete and utter reset. So when I hit it, okay, that is reset. Okay, so here is what happens. First of all, I've got a clock running here. Now, a lot of people has commented that you can actually take this clock and build it into the rest of the other command blocks, but I prefer this clock. This clock allows me a very fine control over when this clock is running, and it's also very, very important that this clock runs in a particular manner. So I really do need this command block here to fire off first, then I do need this one to fire off, and then this one, and once this one is fired, if it successfully fires, it will then fire this command block here, which I will show you the commands in a moment. Right, so what this clock does here, let me just turn it off. It will check, so this is a test for the check if the score status is a minimum 0, okay, and the score status equals 0. So it's if somebody has just logged on, they will have a complete and utter 0 score for the status that we just set up. Okay, so it will test for that particular one. I've also just set the game mode as survival, because I'm in creative, so it doesn't teleport me around the whole time when I'm busy doing this, so I can actually get this clock running. What will happen is, when it finds somebody, it'll turn off this redstone torch, which will then turn on this clock. So the first thing that will happen is this redstone torch will go on, and it will actually activate this command block. Now what this command block does, it teleports anyone who has a minimum score of 0. So any new players, it actually teleports to that green block. So it immediately teleports people to that green block. Right, so once this torch is activated, it will then run through this repeater over here, which will then flag the following command block. First thing it'll do is it'll actually welcome people and say, hi, welcome to the server. So anybody who's new will then be welcome to the server. So this is a custom welcoming system as well. So once that was been activated, it will then activate this redstone dust at the bottom, which will activate the bottom command block, which basically then is a spawn point. So what it does, it sets anybody who's within that square, so anybody who's within the green square, it sets there and has a score status of 0, and a score status minimum equals 0, and a score status equals 0. it will then set their spawn point to that particular green block. Okay, so first off, I teleport anybody that's got a 0 score to the green block. Next, I say, yo, how's it? Welcome to the server. Next, over here, I set their spawn point permanently to that block over there, obviously unless they sleep in a bed. And then once that has successfully happened with this comparator over here, I then give them a status of 1. Right, so then I go scoreboard, set, add player. Anybody who's in that particular square who has a score status of 0 and 0, a score status underscore minimum 0 of 0, I set their status to 1. Okay, and then immediately they will then, well, first of all, be turned into players, which I'll explain in the next episode. And yeah, they are then part of the server. So to show you how this works, I am going to do two things. First of all, I'm going to set myself into survival mode, which I will immediately be teleported to the green block. So let's just say I'm going to just do it over here somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to go game mode 0. Right, there we go. You'll see immediately I've been teleported. Okay. Dragnos says welcome to the server. Okay, so I'm the owner. And you'll see on my score I now have a player status of 2. Now there's a reason this is not 1. It was 1, but it was turned to 2 when I was actually added to this particular group. But the group is something I will show you probably tomorrow, or I'll show you in the next video. I'll show you how the group works. Okay, now I'm going to put the server online very quickly, and I'm going to we'll see how this all works in action in real life. Okay, I will check you guys right in a moment. Oh, there you go. Mr. Twigu joined as well. You'll see he popped right over back to here. And Cheesy as well. And there we go. Player Gunk the Great. So as you can see, this actually works perfectly. So no matter where in the world they're spawning, they will come back, get spawned right here, get their spawn point set, and yeah, Bob's your uncle. Cool. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to be doing a few more of these. So yeah, as always, I will check you all later.